Hey guys, Mark Allen here for BHSpringSolutions, and the two-step trigger pin removal system for the high power pistol. The reason this is necessary is because there is a trigger pin in the high power pistol. It's right here. It comes out, it's conical shaped on this side, and it's flat and fits flush on this side, and this pin can just be a beast. It is a nightmare even for gunsmiths. If you don't have the proper tools, what happens is this happened a couple decades ago before BHSpringSolutions existed. This is my own carry high power, and you can see the damage that was done around that trigger pin. Today, at the prices of high powers today, that can be a $500 or $600 slip if you let that happen. Here is a brand new Browning high power practical model, and it has the same trigger pin, but this trigger pin is hard chromed. By the way, you cannot replace these trigger pins anymore in the hard chrome, so that makes this one even double jeopardy because this is a brand new pistol, never been fired. I did go ahead and take the grip screws out before we started. By the way, the firearms I'm demonstrating with today have all been confirmed as empty, and there is no ammunition in the room anywhere. So we're going to get to this trigger pin, and the demonstration today, this is the same process that we use in our service department. By the way, these are fast access magnets. You can get these at BHSpringSolutions. I've covered them with Gorilla Tape. By the way, Gorilla Tape is your friend. The grip screws were already taken out before we started because we wanted to be able to get this frame flush and flat and stable on our working board. These fast access magnets are covered with Gorilla Tape. And our two-step trigger pin removal system is two specific tools. Now we have a conical shaped pin here. We need to hold on to that pin, and the first step is a 3/32 nail punch, and it has this kind of cupped out head on the end of it, and that fits right over that conical shaped part of this trigger pin. Now for some extra protection, we can take a piece of Gorilla Tape and punch a hole in it like I did here and put that over our pin, and that's kind of a nice extra little bit of protection. Now the goal of step one is to move this pin at all. That's all. We just want it to move. I'm going to be able to feel from the underneath side. Of course, I have to have this up off of a board, because if I'm trying to pound that pin and it's laying on a flat surface and I'm trying to pound it into a board, that's not going to be very productive either. So what I've done is I've just put the pin punch tool right over the head, and I'm plastic rubber headed mallet. We have these at BHSpringSolutions as well, and these are invaluable for protecting your finish. I'm famous for using them on the side, and I'm going to feel underneath, but I want to show you too. You can see here how that pin has moved, and we've done it completely safely, and we've gotten it down. It's not quite below flush. At this point, I don't want to take a 3/32 pin punch and try to hit into that head there, because it's not below flush with our frame. So we have a step two. This is a BHSpringSolutions tool. Actually, we invented this just for this purpose. It has a cupped out head on the end that's going to help hold on to that pin as well, and then it's got a rubber grommet that we pound onto the end of them, and you're about to see what that rubber grommet is actually for. Now I've got a good hold on that pin with the cupped out headed pin punch, and I can feel it move. My finish is protected by the rubber grommet, and by golly, we are well below the surface now. We can get a 3/32 pin punch down in there, and there we go. That pin is now out. Now we're going to reposition our trigger, and I'm going to reinstall that pin. We're going to come from the left side of the pistol frame, and I like to kind of use that pin punch as you're seeing here, kind of almost as a slave pin to get that pin started. And of course my plastic mallet is protecting the surface. So now we've gotten through to this part. We're going to go back to our board. Now at this stage we don't sell these. This is just any old big pin punch you've got. This is a 5/32. It can be anything big. It's got a nice big head on the end of it, and it's flat. And what we have done is we have, again, Gorilla Tape, punched a hole through the end of it. That's going to help us hold our trigger pin in place. But we're going to, again, use our Gorilla Tape around the pin, and that hole in the tape helps me hold that pin punch in place. And it does take some work, some force to pull that pin in and out. Now we're just about flush, and we're right back through the other side, and you can see we have no damage to the pistol. I'm going to go ahead and put the Gorilla Tape back on there and use that large punch a little bit more and get it completely flush. We'll go ahead and do that while we are videotaping. And now we are flush. And I'm looking at every detail around that frame, of course. And the primary reason is because even a scratch on that finish will devalue this pistol by hundreds of dollars. And we're going to give you a real close look. You see we're now flush. And we have removed and reinstalled that pin with no marks and no damage whatsoever to the pistol.